Welcome back to our channel US Coins World. Today, we're diving into the world of rare state quarter-dollar coins. Some of these could be worth a small fortune. If you've got quarters lying around, you won't want to miss this. Let's find out if you're sitting on hidden treasure. So let's continue our today's video on Top 1. Today we're diving into the story of a coin that might be lying unnoticed in your collection, yet it holds the potential to be worth a fortune. Let's talk about the 2009 Guam State Quarter Dollar, a unique and often overlooked piece from the U.S. Territories Quarter Series. While millions of people have handled this coin in everyday transactions, very few realize that certain versions of it are rare, collectible, and incredibly valuable. So what makes the Guam quarter from 2009 so interesting and important? First, a little history. In 2009, following the conclusion of the 50-state quarters program, the U.S. Mint launched a special set of quarters honoring the District of Columbia and the 5 U.S. territories, one of which is Guam. Located in the Western Pacific, Guam is rich in culture, history, and strategic significance. The 2009 Guam quarter was designed to celebrate this vibrant island, and it carries more symbolism than most people notice. Now, let's take a closer look at the design. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find an outline of the island of Guam, a flying prow, a traditional sailing vessel, and a latte stone, a symbol of ancient Chamorro culture and strength. The words, Guahan I Tano Man Chamorro, appear as well, meaning, Guam, land of the Chamorro. This coin tells a story of history, heritage, and identity. It's more than just currency, it's a cultural tribute struck in metal, but beyond its beautiful design and historical relevance lies the real excitement, rarity and error variations. While the Guam quarter was circulated widely, some versions of this coin contain minting mistakes or anomalies that make them exceptionally valuable to collectors. We're talking about errors like double die strikes, off-center minting, missing details, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. These are the kinds of features that can take a coin from being worth 25 cents to thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. For example, a double die error can cause the text or features on the coin to appear slightly duplicated. These are visible under magnification and are highly desirable to advanced collectors. Similarly, off-center errors where the image is shifted from its normal alignment can make the coin extremely rare. There are even instances where a Guam quarter was struck on a blank used for another denomination. Those are true numismatic treasures. And let's not forget about condition. Condition plays a crucial role in value. If your Guam quarter is in uncirculated or mint state condition, meaning it has no scratches, no wear, and retains its original shine, it could be significantly more valuable. Coins that have been certified and graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC tend to fetch higher prices at auctions and from private collectors. Now, here's something every coin collector and enthusiast should keep in mind. These valuable versions of the 2009 Guam quarter are not always easy to spot. You need a careful eye, attention to detail, and sometimes even a magnifying glass. But if you find one, you could be holding a jackpot in your hands. So what's the big reveal? How much could this little quarter from 2009 really be worth? Well, if you happen to own a 2009 Guam State Quarter Dollar in pristine condition, or better yet, with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value of up to $82,000. That's right, $82,000 for a coin you might have overlooked or thought was just another quarter. Incredible, isn't it? So, check your change, go through your old coin rolls, and search those drawers. You never know when you might discover a treasure hiding in plain sight. And if you do find a Guam quarter, take a close look. It might just be the rare gem you've been dreaming of. Top 2. We're talking about a modern coin that could be worth a small fortune. Let's shine a spotlight on the 2015 Homestead State Quarter Dollar, a part of the U.S. Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program, honoring the Homestead National Monument of America in Nebraska. At first glance, this coin might seem ordinary, but let me assure you, it hides a story of rarity, errors, and immense collector value. You don't want to miss a word of this. Released in early 2015, the Homestead Quarter celebrates the Homestead Act of 1862, which gave U.S. citizens the opportunity to claim federal land and build a life on it. The coin's design reflects that legacy. On the reverse side, you'll find a cozy rural home, a water pump, and 2 ears of corn, symbols of survival, hard work, and the dream of self-sufficiency that shaped the American Midwest. Now, why would a coin that was mass-produced in the millions be worth more than just 25 cents? Here's where things get really interesting. Among the standard coins issued, some have very rare and valuable minting errors. These errors are not mistakes in the traditional sense, they're accidental flaws that occurred during production, and they make certain coins far more desirable to collectors. Let's talk about one of the most famous errors found on the 2015 Homestead quarter, the extra water pump handle error. Some of these quarters were struck in a way that shows a doubled or even triple water pump handle due to die clashes. To the untrained eye, it might just look like a weird shadow or line, but for collectors, that's like discovering gold. Other known variations include die cracks, which look like small raised lines on the coin's surface, and struck through errors, where foreign materials interfered during minting, creating a one-of-a-kind look. Some coins were even off-center, or struck on the wrong metal planchet entirely, each of these making the coin significantly more rare and valuable. But error isn't the only factor, condition matters just as much. If you have a Homestead quarter that's in mint or uncirculated condition, meaning it hasn't been scratched, worn down, or damaged, it can be worth far more than a circulated coin. Collectors pay top dollar for coins that are flawless, especially if they come with authentication from professional grading services. Think about it, a coin you might have gotten in change at a grocery store, if preserved perfectly and struck with a rare error, could be worth more than most people's paychecks. And here's the part you've been waiting for. If you're lucky enough to find a 2015 Homestead State quarter dollar with a rare error, especially one in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth as much as $80,000. Yes, you heard that right, $80,000 for a single quarter. That's the kind of discovery that makes collectors' hearts race and turns everyday people into accidental treasure hunters. So, what should you do next? Go through your change jars, your old coin rolls, or even check your wallet. Look closely at any 2015 Homestead quarters you come across. Use a magnifying glass if you have one and pay attention to the pump handle, the corn stalks, and any strange markings. You never know what kind of rare treasure you might already own. Top 3. We're unlocking the story behind a modern coin with surprising value, the 2008 Arizona State quarter dollar. Now, let's dive deep into the mystery and magic behind this stunning piece of U.S. coinage. The 2008 Arizona quarter was the 48th coin released in the iconic 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008 and honored each U.S. state with a unique design. Arizona, known for its breathtaking desert landscapes, iconic cacti, and deep historical roots, received a design that is both visually striking and rich in symbolism. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a dramatic view of the Grand Canyon, one of the world's most famous natural wonders, paired with a foreground of the mighty saguaro cactus. Above this scene is a banner that reads, Grand Canyon State, representing Arizona's nickname. But here's something fascinating, the towering saguaro cactus doesn't actually grow inside the Grand Canyon itself, making this coin's design both symbolic and slightly controversial among collectors, which only adds to its intrigue. But beyond its stunning design and place in numismatic history, the real thrill of the Arizona quarter lies in its rarity and unique mint errors. Although millions of these coins were produced, certain batches from the Philadelphia and Denver mints came out with unusual die errors, which have made them highly desirable. These include extra cactus leaves, die clashes, and even misaligned dies that cause doubling or warping in the coin's imagery or text. One particularly famous variety of this coin is the extra leaf error, where additional cactus leaves seem to appear out of nowhere due to a die gouge during the minting process. These extra details may seem small or accidental, but to a trained eye and to serious collectors, they mean everything. Coins with these features can command massive premiums in the market, especially when preserved in top-notch condition, and that brings us to a very important factor, coin condition. Collectors go wild for coins that are in mint state or uncirculated condition. That means no scratches, no signs of handling, and a fresh, crisp finish straight from the mint. Combine a rare error with excellent condition, and you've got a coin that skyrockets in value. It's not just about how many were made, it's about how many were preserved, how rare the errors are, and how well those details stand the test of time. If your Arizona quarter has been sitting untouched in a protective case, or came straight from a sealed U.S. mint roll, you could be holding something far more valuable than 25 cents. Now here's the moment every collector waits for. If you come across a 2008 Arizona State quarter dollar with a rare error, especially one with an extra cactus leaf, and it's in uncirculated or mint state condition, its value can reach up to $77,000. Yes, you heard that right, $77,000 for a single quarter. That's more than a brand new luxury car, more than a down payment on a house, all from a small piece of change that many people overlook every day. So what should you do now? Start looking. Dig through your coin jars, check your old pocket change, and take a close look at any Arizona quarters from 2008. If you see anything unusual, extra design elements, misalignments, or simply a coin that looks brand new, get it checked by a professional grading service. It could change your life. Top 4. We're diving deep into the story of one very special coin, the United States of America State quarter dollar from West Virginia, minted in the year 2005. Now, at first glance, this coin may seem like any other piece of spare change. It's the kind of quarter you might have spent without a second thought or tossed into a jar years ago. But what if I told you that this exact coin, under the right conditions, could be worth a life-changing amount of money? That's right, stay with us, because we're going to explore everything that makes this quarter a collector's dream. Let's start with a bit of background. The West Virginia quarter was released in 2005 as part of the famous 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and ran through 2008. Each state got a unique quarter celebrating its history, culture, and landmarks, and for West Virginia, the design chosen was absolutely breathtaking. On the reverse side of this coin, you'll see an intricately detailed image of the New River Gorge Bridge, a true American engineering marvel. This iconic structure stretches gracefully across the deep gorge below, symbolizing connection, progress, and the natural beauty of West Virginia. It's a scene that captures both man-made brilliance and the rugged strength of nature, something truly worthy of being stamped into U.S. history. But now, let's talk about why this coin can be incredibly valuable. The truth is, most coins are mass-produced and used daily, which causes wear and tear. That means very few coins survive in perfect condition. And when it comes to the 2005 West Virginia quarter, those that do remain in uncirculated, near-mint condition are already becoming rare. But the real jackpot? That's when you find a mint error. Some West Virginia quarters were struck with noticeable minting mistakes, like a double die error, where certain parts of the design or lettering appear duplicated under close inspection. These errors are visually fascinating and extremely desirable to collectors. Another rare error is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is noticeably shifted from the center, giving it a lopsided look. These quirky misprints often slip through quality control at the U.S. Mint and end up becoming valuable due to their rarity and unique appearance. And don't forget about clipped planchets, a condition where a portion of the coin is missing due to a miscut during the minting process. These errors are eye-catching and instantly increase the coin's collectible value. Now here's the part that makes all this truly exciting. When a West Virginia quarter features one of these rare mint errors and is found in pristine condition, especially if it's been professionally graded as MS 65 or higher, its market value can soar beyond imagination. These coins aren't just collectible, they're investment-grade pieces of history. And with the popularity of coin collecting growing fast thanks to social media and online auctions, demand for error coins like these is at an all-time high. So what's the real value of a rare and well-preserved 2005 West Virginia quarter with a significant mint error? Hold your breath, because such a coin has been valued at a stunning $74,000. Yes, you heard that right. $74,000 for a single quarter. That's the kind of discovery that turns an everyday coin collector into someone holding a piece of hidden fortune. So here's what you need to do next. Check your pocket change, search your old piggy banks, go through that coin jar you haven't touched in years. Look closely at any 2005 West Virginia quarters you find. Examine them for doubling, off-center strikes, or any strange patterns on the surface. And if you think you found something unique, don't let it go. Get it appraised and graded professionally. You could be sitting on something truly extraordinary. Top 5. We're about to dive into one of the most intriguing and potentially valuable coins from the 50-state quarters program, the United States of America Ohio State quarter dollar from 2002. This isn't just another coin in your change jar. This is a quarter that carries deep historical value, patriotic symbolism, and, under the right conditions, a surprising monetary worth that could turn your average day into a lucky one. So if you're a collector, a hobbyist, or just someone curious about valuable coins, sit back and listen carefully. You won't want to miss a second of this. Let's begin with the story behind this fascinating coin. The Ohio State Quarter was released in 2002, honoring Ohio's admission to the Union as the 17th state. But this design isn't just about statehood, it celebrates Ohio's immense contribution to aviation and space exploration. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see an astronaut and the iconic Wright Flyer, the aircraft created by the Wright brothers, both born in Ohio. These symbols highlight the state's powerful legacy in flight, from the first takeoff at Kitty Hawk to spacewalks beyond the Earth's atmosphere. Now that's a story stamped in metal, a coin that bridges history, innovation, and pride. But here's what truly gets collectors excited: rarity and minting errors. Even though millions of these quarters were circulated in 2002, only a small number have survived in uncirculated or mint state condition. And when you add minting errors into the mix, their value can skyrocket dramatically. So let's explore the kinds of rare characteristics that can make a simple Ohio quarter incredibly valuable. Point 1: of the most desirable features is the double die error, where parts of the design, like the text or astronaut, appear slightly duplicated. These are visible to the naked eye in many cases, and collectors will pay a premium for coins with these fascinating errors. Another rare find is the off-center strike, where the design is noticeably shifted on the coin, creating a unique, lopsided appearance. These are highly sought after because no two are exactly alike. It's like owning a rare misprint in a book, except in metal form. There are also planchet errors, such as when a coin is struck on a blank meant for a different denomination, or a portion of the coin is clipped or missing. These oddities may look like mistakes, but to collectors, they're golden opportunities, especially when paired with excellent preservation. Let's not forget the power of professional grading. If you find a 2002 Ohio quarter that has been graded MS-65 or higher by a trusted grading company, especially if it includes one of these errors, you could be holding a truly valuable piece of American numismatic history. Collectors around the world are actively hunting for state quarters with these rare traits. The combination of a powerful design, patriotic symbolism, and error-based rarity makes the Ohio quarter a standout coin in any collection. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you happen to come across a 2002 Ohio State quarter in uncirculated condition, and it features a known minting error like a double die or off-center strike, its value could reach as high as $71,000. Yes, that's right, $71,000 for a coin you might have once spent without a second glance. So take a good look through your old coin collections, your piggy banks, or even your pocket change. You never know, your Ohio quarter could be hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered. If you found this video helpful and fascinating, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins. Here at World Rare Coins, we're always bringing you the hidden gems of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and happy coin hunting.